All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a lesson, all right, pretty much land backing off the previous lesson I did, going into those invisible barriers. All right. Now, these people, are walking as if, nothing is going to happen to them. All right. And here it is. This is a wicked society. All right. Well, the Lord is going to cause those invisible barriers to be broken down. All right. And judgment is going to ensue. All right. And it's going to be like the forever purge. All right. But on the opposite end of these events taking place during the time of Jacob's trouble, is going to work in the favor of those that are allotted to be delivered, those that are a part of the hopeful elect. All right, it's going to work in their favor. All right, and we say we're of the hopeful elect through faith. All right, but when the Lord, shuts down this place, there's going to be a sigh of relief. All right, why? Because this meaningless rat race, all right, is going to come to an end. Okay. Wickedness is finally going to be, addressed on a mass scale, in the sense of the Lord utterly erasing this society. Or we're about to enter into the beginning of that. Okay. And these proud people being judged, all right, it's going to work in the favor of those of the hopeful elect, man. All right. And when this place collapses, all right, we will experience a whole nother level of freedom. All right, because it's one step closer to the ultimate freedom, which is to be released from this body, as well as to be delivered, and to receive dominion. All right, to the scriptures say the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, that's going to be, the ultimate freedom is the kingdom of heaven. All right, but leading up to that, the Lord is going to, cause this prison that we're in right now to fail. All right, and it's going to be another level of freedom that the elect is going to experience, that are mentally free from this place. Okay. So let me get a quick precept. Bear with me. All of a sudden, Blue Letter want to act slow. Let me see. Salakia. Yeah, Blue Letter wants to act unresponsive right now. Either that or my for some reason I'm not getting no connection. But I'll just quote it. The scriptures say, I believe it's Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Okay, so this place never was our rest. All right. This place never was meant for us to be comfortable. All right. That's why, we catch so much hell, especially, those of us that are in the know. Okay. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, for it is polluted, and it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Okay. And this place is polluted. Everything about this place on every level, no matter how deep you want to look, is polluted. All right. That's why the Lord is finna hit the reset button. All right. Because like the elder Yashawamba says, this is the worst case scenario. All right. So this place is polluted. It was never meant, for us, to have a peace of mind and have tranquility in here, in this world. All right. So when the Lord finally, causes this place to collapse, hey, that's going to be like a heavy burden that's lifted off those that believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. It's going to be a heavy burden lifted off our shoulders, man. All right. Now the people, that love it here, are these people, are going to go down with America, because in their mind, America is all that they see, is all that exists, and there's nothing that could go beyond America. The scriptures say where there's no vision, the people perish. Well, their vision ends here. All right, they can't see beyond this place. But for the men of the Lord, the 1/3, the men, women, and children that believe, that are looking beyond America, we hope for this place to collapse. So when it finally does, all right, hey man, it's going to be comforting, even though when it collapses, it's going to be in the midst of chaos. All right. Also, we have the comforter knowing that when this place does collapse, that's when the Lord said that he was going to provide for us. All right, which leads me into another precept. Isaiah 10:20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. All right, so the Lord is preparing our minds right now to fully release from this system. All right, once Esau Edom implements the RFID microchip technology, which is indeed the MOTB. All right. When he makes it mandatory, all right, in the midst, of this place collapsing, all right, because this current system has to collapse before they create a new one. They're not going to just, transition into another one, all right, smoothly, all right. That's why the elites, they go by that order out of chaos, all right, because their plan is to get people asking and begging for the new system. All right. And the only way they're going to do that is by collapsing this one and collapsing it hard. OK. All right. But the elect, when this thing collapses, all right, the elect is going to refuse. All right. The new system, which the new system. All right. It's the whole system is based upon that subdermal device. Okay. So when this place collapses, that's going to be the releasing point for the elect. All right. And it says, I'm going to read it again, Isaiah 10:20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob. So the remnant and those that are allotted to escape are going to be in the spirit. Shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. And who smote us? All right. Esau Edom, our oppressor, the slave masters in this society. All right. We're no longer going to stay upon Esau Edom, depending on the grocery store. All right. Depending on, paying the bills in order to have a place to lay our head. All right. No longer depending on this man. It says, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. All right, we're going to stay upon Yahweh Shema Shai in these times. And the Lord promised that he was going to make sure that his servants eat, drink, all right, and be fed. All right, mentally, spiritually, okay, nourished. All right, so, we're getting up to that point. All right, because where the line is drawn in the sand is that MOTB. All right. Yeah. Brothers, have jobs and things of that nature and take care of their family and households and, pay their bills to the best of their ability and their rent. All right. But hey, when all bets are off is when they administer that MOTB. because the Lord commanded us not to take it, man. All right. But then again, that's going to be a relief, man. When this place collapses, it's going to be a release, a release of a lot of tension. All right. Because no more bills, none of that. Yeah, it's going to be life or death situations. The persecution is coming. All right. But nevertheless, it's going to be comfort within that. All right. And knowing that our freedom is right around the corner. All right. Our salvation. Let me get another precept. This is Nahum chapter 1. Salakia. Yeah, my internet is acting weird. Let me just read it and get to the point. This is Nahum chapter 1 and 13. For now will I break his yoke from off thee and will burst thy bonds in sunder. All right, so that's the Lord. He's breaking, the yoke off our neck and bursting, the bonds. All right, that's at the beginning of it is the Lord giving us this truth, because the scriptures say, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." That's the beginning of it, but then it's going to manifest in a physical sense. And when this place collapsed, that's part of the Lord destroying this place. All right. And those, that when this place collapsed, the only ones that are going to be sustained are those that trust in Yahweh Shema Shai and call upon the Lord in truth and sincerity. All right. And then the Lord is going to preserve his elect through the destruction, because the elect has to be delivered out of it. So the duration of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, the Lord is going to be there to preserve them. All right. Because the elect has to be delivered at the end. All right. So let me get another precept. Yeah, this is literally Satan, not letting the precepts load. This is literally a hindrance. I may have to just quote it, because it's not coming up on the internet nor on the blue letter. Yeah, Daniel 12. All right, going into how a time like no other. All right, but it says, but pretty much going into how the elect is going to be delivered out of a time like no other, those that are written in the book of life. All right. So this judgment that's coming, ultimately, it's not for the righteous, it's for the wicked. All right. Really, it's for Esau, Edom. All right. And then the heathen nations that are joined hand in hand with Esau. All right. And then 2/3 of Israel that don't want to come back to the Lord, but rather choose the ways of Esau, Edom. All right. This is who the judgment is for. So when the judgment do take place, the elect is going to be in the midst of it. But the Lord is so powerful that the Lord is going to preserve the elect in the midst of the judgment going on. All right. So, Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and citation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba Babah.